Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa. Now, I know the other video ended abruptly and I am so sorry. My hotkey that I used to start and stop my recordings, I accidentally pressed. But, it's fine. We're just gonna continue on. It's gonna be fine.
We'll be okay.
Well, we're moving into the 5th trial. For those of you who have never seen this before, we found a... let me rephrase it. Where do I start? Okay, so to summarize, they found a Monokuma. They started disassembling it. There was a bomb. They wanted to break into the headmaster's office, but before they could break into the headmaster's office, the body was found in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
I think that about sums it up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right.
Don't forget about the knife that's almost straight through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got.
First night I was shot by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was there now.
I don't know about that. Look at the hand. It's different.
Yeah, it's a different hand because there's a female nail polish on it, but it's not on the dead body. You know. I don't know why, but they're now laying dead in front of me. Around here? No way.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to can look around however, wherever so careful, there's no telling what you might find. Yeah, look at those shoes! I wonder who those belong to!
Oh yeah, her food. We need to find out who this actually is. There's no way that we'll tell with the mask on their face like that. And a white pandemic and making it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery.
You know, Makoto, there's a thing called taking the mask off.
There's also, I think, well, I was gonna say that, but it sounds really bad. I was gonna say take his clothes off too, but you know.
Hey, yo!
Take the damn mask off! And the clothes, technically.
But one thing I do know. The trouble that this is, they attacked me last night in my room. No, they didn't.
Wow.
But why? How did I wind up down here?
Their heart is beating. They're not breathing. All sounds have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven in their stomach, their skulls are stained a bright red. Wait, so you consider pink red?
Yeah, I think he might be colorblind.
Here's the bleeding has stopped, but the blood is there. That is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. Why are we so calm about it?
Who is it? The face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue.
Pretty
Oh
sure
wait,
it's
I just realized I'm upset. No one heard my very lovely impression of Hikare.
Yeah, Hakakure, yeah. The one that I was dying at.
But like, they didn't get to hear my lovely impression of him.
Oh yeah. You want to read this one then?
Yeah. Huh? How can you tell? Well,
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of her body. And the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl.
really? Then it could be. Yes! I just said a masquerade.
Come on.
Wait, don't.
But by the time he pulled out, it was way too late. So his hand shot out towards the mess. And in the next instant, whoa! There was a blinding light and a deafening roar.
Oh, that brother's floating in the air.
Yeah, he's floating. There's a blinding light. The body blew up.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be easy? No.
No. It blew up. 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 My vision started to darken. I decided to pass out. But then
Come on.
Hurry up, put out the fire.
my consciousness attempted to float away. That voice reached up and pulled it back to earth, down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hand. It was a bucket of water. Come on, yeah, okay. Okay! The upper half of the body was fired. Took out and pressed the water as hard as I could.
See, if I somehow survived this long, I would have instantly known it was Junko. I would have took one look at those shoes and been like, I know those shoes.
Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire.
But that just might be me being gay. I don't know.
Yeah, you are very gay, mate. It died down, leaving behind the unpleasant smell of burning.
It doesn't really look like an actual body though.
Yeah.
It is. I promise. But you know what's weird? Have you noticed something? We're all here, right? Obviously, a body was discovered. So why isn't the body announcement playing?
The mastermind's dead.
No, do you remember what Monokuma said about the body announcement? It's only made the first time you discover a body. If that was Junko, why would it need to play again?
Because we've already found her body.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well then, why did they keep the body then? What's the point in that?
To throw you off.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Okay, what else, stupid?
What did you say?
Not a bad. I can't English!
Me either.
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Now, the body.
What?
It's great track crispy. Oh, well done, man. Oh, cute.
They compare it.
Tina, my guy. But now the body's charred, and I really don't have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was?
Who isn't here right now?
Huh?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing.
Yoko.
Here's the thing. If you look at that dead body, what color hair could you determine that they had?
Pink.
Does that look purple to you?
No. Is Kyoko?
Bro, the shoes still look the exact same! What do you...
The shoes never changed.
Also, Kyoko always wore her gloves. And
Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko.
But
but who else? But I mean, who else?
There is one other person.
in other words,
The mastermind.
what?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way the mastermind got parboiled. Get serious. I hate that. I keep doing this rage right in my him.
Monokuma can hardly move around. If it's the master's dead, right?
But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, what the ego said?
A man in his late 30s. He said the mastermind, not the headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster?
Wow, you have 2 brain cells!
Is it that small girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair?
You just realized he said that out loud, right?
Huh? Makara is Sakuba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
No. Well, Kyoko, all that Kyoko told me was,
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for
despair.
her.
It sounds like Kyoko thinks that Mikuro Ikusaba is the mastermind or something like that. What?
I see.
Hmm.
So,
And that phrase.
Could it be?
Wow. Oh, so the mastermind is the girl, Makuro, and she's a student here? Is she the ultimate despair?
Did you just
I
say
bet if she's
despair
the
again?
Bigfoot, she is Bigfoot. How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? I don't know, man. She's a brain. No, that makes any sense. If suddenly show up and then die.
I think we better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Wait,
What?
are we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got.
Now
Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived!
Yeah,
She survived.
yeah. Huh? What happened?
Stop talking.
There's the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen.
I think I'm when breathing carbon dioxide in your head and exhale. That's more enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen.
Check out the body.
Oh, the knife, the mask, the body. God, there's so much we could look at.
We've still got the part of the mask as well, actually.
If only I could move this mouse. I'd move it to the item we needed. Can you find the mouse?
Sorry.
Oh, no, that is the body. I'm gonna take a closer look at the body one more time.
It's a bad
She's
body.
a girl. Don't worry much. I don't plan on touching the body at all that much. I'm not Kyoto after all, yeah, true. My nails. Hold on, there's something on the ground there.
Oh.
I'll have to investigate that first.
But looks like nail varnish. It. Oh, it's the key. Never mind. Isn't that what Kyoto took from Monokuma?
Yep.
So,
The key
No, the
looks
key is different looking. It's not the same key.
that key's to control Monokuma. That works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks sure it looks like the key to the thing maybe. That's right, the key she stole.
Could be the data room.
Yeah. It could be to the locked room.
The data room.
Yeah.
What?
What is it? Did you find something?
Yeah, there was this on the ground near the body.
I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Could be also a USB, honestly.
Yeah, sure. So you don't even know them?
To control Monokuma.
Makoto, I'm going to give you a very
well,
important
plug in.
task.
Huh?
I see.
A key might give you access to certain areas that you thought were locked.
You mean?
So in
The
other
biolab,
words,
the data center, the headmaster's room, and the
Okay,
dorms on the
yeah.
second floor. There's dorms on the second floor?
I don't remember that.
Me either.
It's on your errand boy now, clearly.
Okay, where are we going? Okay.
Go?
Either to the data center, the headmaster's office, or the dorms on the second floor.
Okay, well, we'll go to the biolab
Right.
since we're already on this floor.
Mhm.
Where is it?
It smells nice.
Is it this way?
Yes, that way.
Alright, let's try it.
It was
It's
definitely
not
not before. Okay, let's give it a shot. On the gun to keep the something closer fitting. Okay.
That
Well-
means...
It could go to data room because it does look like a data room kind of key, you know?
Yeah. Data room's on the fourth floor. We're at the headmaster's office, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It was over this way?
Yes, there.
Yep.
Has to be.
The door is locked, it was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. No, answer the key, I found the key. Click.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Knew it.
It's this. This is the thing. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back.
Why not investigate, bro?
For real? So you're back. How did it go?
Found room
I
to.
found out what Hey, baby! It's the data center on the 4th floor.
We can get into the data center now?
Yeah.
Interesting. But why did it now? Does he have that key on them? Suppose we'll just have to get to the data center and find out.
Yeah, I think they're right, man.
Back we go.
Although I don't like
Here we go.
It looks like the door is still unlocked.
Yeah, so when you open the door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now?
Oh,
We have a Whoa! Hold up!
Whoa, what?
In other words,
It's in your hands.
I get
It means I trust you. Wow, that's shocking coming from you.
That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Yeah. Oh, like how she's in the corner creeping at us. It's like she's creeping at us in the corner. I reached out and put my hand out the door, closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. In the silent prayer, I slowly opened the door.
Oh.
Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes.
Guess what? Welcome to the Monokuma Center.
Oh wow.
So this is what
God.
this is.
In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up until now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hero extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Look what they're showing.
Mm-hmm.
Each one displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered.
Except.
This is...
What?
Imagine if that was his voice, I cry.
Cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So sole purpose. So this
So
room
it's
is
not-
watch us.
The witches.
This room is
It's all
the
clear now.
mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Well, they didn't break in, so technically they're not breaking rules.
Yeah, the mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense.
Or he could have wanted them to find it.
Yeah. They could have wanted, she could have.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
that's
Hold
fine.
on. There's something particularly off about these. Look at all the camera feeds. Do you know something? Notice something off?
There's a few rooms that don't cover them all.
No, there's one room in particular that they said shouldn't have had a camera that has a camera view in this.
The bio lab, whatever that is.
Hang on, I'm trying to look at all the questions. I really small. My eyesight's really terrible.
It's on the second row. Well, second column, I guess.
That's the gaming room, hallway.
Oh wait, I don't know what the second room is and the second column is. I don't know.
It could be the bio lab,
Column third.
It could be.
but
Second
Alright.
column, third row. That's a new one.
all
That's
far
everything.
third one down, second column. That's the lockers for the changing room. You know where Kyoko said there wasn't cameras?
Yeah. Wait, is that
Oh my god, yeah, I see it. I see it.
Means they knew about Alter Ego. He played dumb.
Oh. But then why would they let it happen if they knew about all the ego? Why would they let them have...
Probably to give us despair, because if they let us think we had some semblance of hope and then they crushed it, it would break us even more.
Oh, yeah, true. That could be it. Watching us.
Could this lead to the theory that Kyoko's actually the one that's the ultimate despair?
And then this
She's
episode.
not.
Huh?
I can just say that now, she's not. If they had the key to this room, that could only mean one thing. That was the body of Muroko fucking up.
Mukuro Ikosaba.
Stop it! I can't read!
It seems so.
We're serious? It's too bad they had to go inside before Master killing themselves. The mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So, who was it? That.
But
If the mastermind really is dead... Probably get out of this hellhole.
how about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No. We have to check this area thoroughly first.
Huh? But what about the exit?
If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set this up game. Set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered?
What do you think?
So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Say to the court. I will say though, how did they fit them big ass pigtails in that tiny ass mask?
Oh, Rico, girl. Hey, how the hell?
But
Maybe it was a wig. Maybe she yeeted it.
Why has it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have ever done it?
such.
That's
ignorance.
exactly what I say. Why we need to investigate in purpose and find the identity in the mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now, do you understand your useless insight? You're barren fucking the master ever again! The mastermind's purpose, why were they killed? This room was very well hold the answers to all those questions. And after all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here.
Hold on. There's one camera I don't recognize.
Which one?
Third column, second one down. Looks like a bunch of couches. That's a bunch of couches. Where is that? Could that be the headmaster's office?
I think it's like that middle bit, like the outside middle bit, I think.
No. If you look at it, there's a desk right at the top of the camera, and then going down there's two sofas with a table.
It could be the headmaster's.
headmaster's office.
Yeah.
Headmaster's office.
All right.
Wait, but why would they need a camera in there? Hmm?
Make sure nobody broke in. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop that Alter Ego was installed on.
They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So we can't do anything. Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in.
What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using all these monsters to mine them at Alter Ego.
You may well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now.
You're right.
You're
right. You're right all the time. There's
There's
nothing
nothing-
showing up on this one.
Look next to that TV. Is that a TV antenna?
How about that?
That looks like something else.
It is, just like one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas.
Wait, so if we hook it up to the antenna, we can watch TV?
Did someone say TV?
You know?
Girl.
Saturday morning heat is here.
Okay.
Come on, come
You
on.
know?
Start for info from the outside world. Right, let me work my magic anyway. Quantum leaping away into TV and land before you know it.
I mean, I get the reference, but what is he talking about?
Like Yomada.
The story's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma. Oh, that's what the key could be for. What's inside? Is that one? Okay. No luck.
There's talk, Tom. What if you use the key to open this room?
Let's give it a try, just in case. I mean, it could be the Monokuma key that goes to that door. Nope, not good. It won't even fit in the keyhole.
Think about it. If the key already has Monokuma on it, then it is the Monokuma key.
Yeah, most likely.
I mean, the mastermind couldn't control Monokuma without that key.
Maybe.
Oh. Monokuma also died until they got the key.
Yeah.
But don't even worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't going to do me any good.
Clearly, we should be able to break down the door if the mastermind's dead.
Hmm.
Because if the
King is right. The mastermind's gone, so there's no point in everybody doing that.
Oh, it's the mastermind murdered. To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Have you set up the TV yet, Hero?
Okay.
You still don't have the TV fixed?
You know?
Just give me some time, okay? I gotta make sure we can drive spaceship Earth safely. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I also think I have.
I think he's referencing Star Trek.
Maybe I didn't. I've watched like a few bits of Star Trek, not all of it, so I don't actually know.
What's your
Make sure.
problem?
You will find something, Master. So you think you can fix the TV?
You know?
What, you
Just
really
a
don't watch
little
TV that bad?
Stop laugh, I'm sorry.
What else?
There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the master's using them to spawn us. As long as I have this. Huh? The camera's to go, it's like that piece for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership?
No.
Oh my god.
$7,000 billion. Get away.
You know?
Hmm.
Huh?
Or.
Good news for y'all. I got Saturday TV morning TVs out here. I got the TV working. Now I gotta switch it on.
What?
Then do it.
Ugh.
Like an idiot
Do
mastermind.
it.
You guys need to cut free for your kids at the outside world. And we're sitting and watching TV the whole time.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be running in this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Oh, this is weird.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Huh? That's really weird. You're weird in every possible way, and you're not just weird.
What?
Super
This TV isn't
weird.
hooked up to anything but the antenna, so how's it showing the camera feed?
Well,
You try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's try that. Here,
I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it, or some weird setup.
It's just
Oh, come on!
Actually,
I'm not sure, but
Did nobody notice until now?
I saw Barakuba.
Yeah, they're like, what's new weird?
yeah.
what?
Been a while, you friggin' bastard.
Barakuba? Monokuma, you're here. How are you? Oh, you're supposed to be dead.
Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid.
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
of course.
Different. Evolution is perfect.
Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Damn, bitch.
Ah!
Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
How are you alive again?
Yeah, that's it. The look on your face right now is so blind. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went to help from hope to despair.
This bear. I'm like, this bear.
Oh my god.
Tell me you pretend to be dead.
Let me make a joke all I want, girl! Play!
You're the one who should be pretend to be dead when you see a bear.
Ah!
Hey, girl.
I mean, it's incredibly relatable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh right now.
Well now.
And that's why.
Shing!
Only so much time to put up. No, you're past halfway. So fun to begin with despair. Future ahead of you.
I want y'all to have way more fun in this.
Huh?
Let me out of
No,
here!
we're supposed to. I don't-
Unbelievable.
How do you?
How did I get it? How did I get it? I'm sorry, I'm trying to
Yeah.
agree with
The
my
life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you wouldn't like about life, no matter where you are.
Okay. Are you serious? This place is the worst.
If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Or just bad.
Stop!
Well now.
No, it's funny.
I'm good from all that left.
Maybe the
Yes,
first
I'll
time,
be
not after 60.
I said it 70 times, but we all know it's funny. The
Um,
point?
good. Yeah, really stripped gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. The TV was an essential part of your school life here.
Then why
What?
weren't we allowed to
You
have
always
it?
had us in a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why isn't it just showing us the surveillance feed? Hey, this is not
Attentive they
English.
are now.
How beautiful they are now. Well, I'm going to let you in a blood-pushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming coming in on the antenna.
Do you understand what that means?
The antenna's part of the camera.
Yes, but no. Alright. Here, I'll help you out a little bit. There are cameras everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that camera is showing us right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it's actually doing? Because I promise you, that's actual TV.
Oh, it's playing TV.
Oh, they're recording them.
Yep. They're broadcasting our school life.
Oh my god.
Why, do you think?
For money?
Became
I
a
don't know.
TV show.
What, Stitch?
It became a TV show.
Well, you're not technically wrong, but there's a very specific word that's been thrown around a lot recently.
Oh, horror film.
Huh?
Horror film. Because they said it was like it'd been a horror
No,
film. made in
no,
Hollywood, so I was thinking
it's
of that.
it's just one word.
Death.
No.
What? She said death.
Yeah.
It's one word. It is to cause.
It's there.
There you go.
I was so
Mayhem.
tempted to say the joke again, but I couldn't do it to you again. It's displaying a signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Ugh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills,
The game
kills.
is being broadcasted live to the entire world. The most popular thing on TV.
Oh, so maybe that's why the blood is all pink, because we're on TV.
Mm.
Because, you know, some sort of
Extreme.
censorship, I guess.
The game is being broadcasted live to the entire world. Oh, we're doing the same thing again.
Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Bro, are you stupid? Like, literally. Yeah, I don't know how else you could say that. That he's...
I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
That's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh
The camera seems to be
no!
broadcast. No way that's impossible.
That
Real.
kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that?
Real.
All you need is one way trick, and that I found. And hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
Oh, God.
Remember, he never
My
lies.
hair kind of freaking. But the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even we will learn in you here right now. Why would I do that without certain reason? It was all for the captive audience to show them the true despair, like they'd never seen before. I became the director of despair-based construction. The ultimate reality show. The best of despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. Even if this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
No, because I think it was fake. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come rescue
Or-
us. I don't think it was part of the script, girl.
There is an-
Actually,
What if they already did?
yes, indeed.
There is another option here that you're missing. It's part of the bigger picture.
You might yell at the TV player money,
But again, it's not real.
No,
but who would actually pretend
it's
to have
very real.
the school's broken down?
No.
No, the school's not broken down.
I mean, it technically is. It got
It's
closed down
part-
a year ago.
The reason the police and cops or the police, firemen, whatever, aren't helping you is part of the biggest, most tragic event.
They're all dead.
Eh.
The world outside is to seek unknown. We don't know it anymore. Everyone's been nuked.
No, I think the outside world is going quicker than the world they're technically in, right?
Actually, 6 was pretty close. There's a couple. There's a couple details that you're still not correct on, but you're pretty close.
Let's think about it. What I said was the world's destroyed as you know it.
Don't you think it's possible?
Mean.
I really don't know personally, though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need some astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
Of course.
The little business of...
The clash chart? Wait, no.
Got
A
it.
body has been
Yep,
discovered.
there we go.
Here's the thing. He's never been late on these. Ever.
Yeah, because we already found that body.
Like,
beforehand,
20
we found
minutes
that
ago.
body. Like, 80, yeah.
After a certain
And now he's
amount
already
of
just doing
time,
it.
which you may use however you like.
Okay, the
the
only reason I
trial
think that he
will
did this,
begin.
because if Mukuro was posing as Junko and we saw Junko die, then she died again. Technically, we would be rediscovering Mukuro. So, we wouldn't be discovering Junko, we would be discovering Mukuro.
Yeah.
So that would be the only reason I would think of.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wanna give us the best file?
That's a long laugh.
Yeah, for real.
It's
The Monokuma file!
You ever noticed that the
Heart-pounding
Monokuma file kind of looks like a credit card?
You're crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
Okay, Psycho.
Then,
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth, hopelessly out of reach. All we were left was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place.
Yasuhiro's head turned into a camera.
I couldn't think. It just took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought we could finally get out of here.
And plus, what did he say about
Stop
a class
talking.
trial?
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. It means at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is, figure out who killed Kyoko.
What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought my
What the hell are you
Kurosawa was
talking about? I
wondering.
thought my girlfriend said yeah.
I think Kyoko, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. If Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind Mukuro Ikusaba isn't dead. Actually, she is. Very much so. But
She is very much that girl. Okay.
Those were not Kyoko's shoes. Kyoko's got
Yeah, you are not
Kyo-
girl.
Kyoko's got flat boots for one.
Oh yeah, she does.
So naturally, the body can't belong to her. So that must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Plus, you really think Kyoko would wear heels that high? Come on.
Honestly, yeah, look at her. She does not look like the type to
Plus-
wear heels in any type of sense, you know?
Plus, I mean, I guess we wouldn't know if her nails were painted because she always wears the gloves, but still.
Yeah, but also the hair is like this pinky color, and her hair is purple.
Yeah.
And the hairstyle.
So has been murdered. No, it's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
You know what's funny? They won't even hear the spoilers that I said about the anime.
Oh.
Oh yeah, true, true.
Quiet.
Whatever you believe it or
No,
not, it
I'll
doesn't
just
matter.
go
The
with
truth
the
is the truth. If you refuse to believe it, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself.
Then let
Myself.
me figure it out.
Anyway, we better begin.
But
We're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
It must be someone participating in our school.
Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko?
Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
What you just said.
Huh?
Stop.
What you
I don't have
just
time to
said?
explain now. There's a veritable... veritable? I don't know that word. Mountain of issues I need to
veritable,
confront. I'm gonna begin my script. If you value your life, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well,
Investigation. Well, we're checking out the Monaco file. Due to the explosion, the victims' identities are known. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was discovered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
gee, other wounds.
So it could have been her dead body. What kind of wounds are they? Please say they were stab wounds in the body from little thingies. So that even the Monaco Hotel didn't tell us who the victim was. I don't know how dead body. Could it really
Also,
be Kyoko?
how did
No.
that body explode and the knife just land right there?
I don't know. That's kind of funny.
It's just like,
Why?
nah, I'm just gonna fall out.
Yeah. I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. I mean, if the knife was struck all the way through her body, if the body exploded, a piece of the body would actually be... Wouldn't the body actually blow up and not be set on fire?
First, let's check the chickens.
Let's go save the chickens!
Are the
again!
chickens okay?
Are those chickens are so cute?
There's 4 chickens.
There's 6! Oh wait, no, there's not 6 chickens. There's 4 chickens. Okay, I thought there were more because those tails were really confusing. What's going on with her? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were practically 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong?
There's only 4
There's
chickens.
only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh?
That is really weird. Why would they take the chicken, though?
I don't know. Maybe to make fried chicken. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. But
But
I was down here just before night time and there was definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the stakes of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Will it? Are you okay, mate? I did my best to focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case?
Maybe. Do you think it is?
Mm,
Honestly,
maybe.
I'm as confused about some things at this point as you are, because I don't remember what happened after that.
Okay, the mask. These look like fragments or something. The mask. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure if that's the mask, baby girl. I thought I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait. It was there? Was it there? I'll have to double check that later. What?
I'm confused.
Fragments in the body.
Hold on, let me stare at it real quick.
I thought it was the mask, but I guess the mask might still be on their face.
It looks like it was bolted down.
Monokuma's eye, part of Monokuma's eye, or something like that.
Could be.
Oh,
But it doesn't look as jagged, so I don't know. Whatever it is, it has a bolt in it. You can see it right there on the end.
Yeah. The knife, I guess. The knife looks pretty
Hey,
banked up. There's a knife laying on the ground.
you notice something about that?
It's black instead of
No, no. Well,
It's not the same knife.
no, it is the same knife. There's something odd about it, though. Viper almost had it.
The mark on it?
No.
Well, there's no blood on the knife.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that blood is this. No, it's not because there's no blood on the knife, so it's probably a different knife.
It's not a different knife. It is the same knife.
Oh, they must have cleaned. Then there was no blood in the. Maybe it was. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Nice, okay.
You're piecing it together. You got it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it for Stitch. So you'll find out with me. Okay. Anyway, the knife. It looks really familiar. Really? Stitch? Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There's some really strange. Oh, you know.
Coincidences.
Whoever the person in the mask was having last night, they were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab the same mask attacker we found here. Well, it's not really the same one.
See, here's the thing. If I was... The very first thing I would be doing when I was told I was in a killing game is in case this shit happens, I would be studying everybody. Their hands, their clothes, their stature. Because I would have noticed those red nails immediately. I would be like, I know who this is.
I mean, I saw that there was nails on the person. I just didn't take account to it until you pointed it out. You know.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why I said you have to pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Well, you've learned your lesson for the next game, so.
Yep. When they attacked me, I was kind of in a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife.
No.
And maybe then I doubt it. If this really is Kyoko.
Tell me why it's not
because
Kyoko.
If it's Kyoko, you wouldn't have seen Kyoko afterwards if you stabbed
Exactly.
her. So it couldn't have been. I mean, Kyoko is the one that attacked me. No, she didn't.
No.
But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way.
Take one more look-sees.
I guess we should see if the mask is still on the body, but I can't really check. Maybe we'll find out if it's Kyoko or not. Oh, it's not, because she has red hair. Pink hair, not red hair. Also has nails. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long.
You see that symbol? That's Mukuro's army symbol.
I don't know if that is. They seem to like they'd get away and then no more like absolutely. I also saying on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make the thing
How
out
can
of
you
it,
not
but-
make out the whole thing? I can see it fucking clear as day.
It looks like a wolf and like a star. It's a picture of a dog. Oh, same thing. Or something. I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh yeah.
The white jacket that Section was wearing, there's only a little piece of it left.
Show me the Wicked West of the West shoes.
Let me look at them shoes, boy! The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened.
Also, look at the outfit. You can still tell. Like, if you follow her arm up, and then you kind of curve down at where it starts to get gray, that is a low-cut shirt.
It is, yeah. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Ugh. Oh yeah, because of the water.
And also, that doesn't look like Kyoko's figure. Just saying.
No. Yeah, definitely not. So 22 yeah, it also looks like, oh god, I already forgot her name again. The girl with pigtails body figure, anyway. I keep forgetting her goddamn name.
Dude, just looking at her, you can tell that's Junko. Or like Mukuro.
Yeah.
Mukuro
there we go.
Junko. Whatever.
I kept forgetting her name. What the hell? I'm not great with names. So. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire. So I dumped a bucket of
Move
water
it.
on
Look at the legs.
Look at their little leggies, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing that's strange about that, right? Well. Working with flour, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyways, I don't think it's allergic to paper, so I just think I stay away. I think if it does eat dead bodies, why didn't it eat the body that was already on the floor?
Maybe it can't bend down. You have to like loose launch it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I thought because it could be alive.
That's new.
Oh, paper. Is this a tarp? Was there a tarp in here before? No.
Was there?
I should probably take a look into that before because it could be a cake. Hey, you smell like cake.
Open it up.
The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Close down and turn into them floor. It's connected to one somehow. Definitely is intriguing, but it's not how I'm written into the thing is.
That's everything.
This is the panel that sells sprinklers. They're attached. And Martin said that they would possibly couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten wet.
How did the body not get wet?
Because it was covered in the tarp.
And what's the evidence to prove that?
That there's a tarp in the tool shed, and one side is dirty and wet, and the other side isn't.
There you go.
So the side that was covering the body didn't get wet, but the other side did. Which means the murder would have just taken place. What? No. What the bitch? Don't lie to me.
That's it for this time.
Okay, we must be missing something.
Or maybe we can talk to people. Maybe if we try and talk to someone? What does this body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna I don't wanna be faint. I don't wanna faint anymore.
I thought you fainted outside of blood. There's no blood anymore.
Yeah.
I do, actually.
If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat.
And very, very particular shoes.
There was also a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood.
I will say, that's one thing they don't pay... Like, the MCs never pay attention to what people are, like, wearing and stuff.
Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Was it though?
I mean, probably.
Was it wet because it was the blood that was wet, or was it because of something else? But not to touch it and to avoid getting all bloody.
That perks the question, where is Kyoko?
I don't know.
They can have a Monokuma.
Maybe.
Maybe. But why would she do that? Because, what would be her reasoning to want to take over Monokuma? Because wouldn't she want to stop all of the murders in general too?
I mean, clearly, if you take out the mastermind, then you've got that.
Okay.
No,
I can't even remember how it looked. Are you fucking blind or something, Kino?
looks like a
When I spoke about it like that really helped me, so thank you.
Alright, Kogami.
Kogami, you fat bitch, let's go. What do you want to talk about?
So in other
I'd like to
words,
hear your alibi.
In
Alibi?
other words,
I'd like to hear where you were after nighttime began last night.
Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you only asking about that now? And what's the nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't obvious? This murder took place after nighttime.
How can you know that for sure?
Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. He had been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body
In
here.
other words,
So the murder could only have been taken place at some point during the nighttime after I left the garden. However, Hiro and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night.
What?
Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The ones who don't have alibis are me and... Oh, sorry.
Are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
If the victim
That's
really is
how you can take
Kyoko,
it, brother.
then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also,
Yep.
when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so
That's hardly an alibi.
I know.
So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here.
I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Time to talk to the boy and back.
It's 11 o'clock,
I
right?
heard it's 11 o'clock right now. Yeah, is it? Okay, and?
Oh, I was just thinking about when we first found the body.
Okay.
Okay. And the body was found, huh?
Yeah, when we get found, yeah, what are you talking about? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. When I came was like announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed to the dining pool pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? About 9 o'clock?
No.
Now, Toko, what time is it? Well, I mean, like I said, it was just 9 o'clock. What does I say 9 o'clock is going down of right now? Told ya, 9 o'clock. I remember this like this. That's right, it had to be right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, no, I think you're right. But I think we can say for sure that that body was found at 9 AM. Okay, that's my job done. That's a pretty small job, mate. Just like your finger diggling down there, bro. That's also small. I think you're doing something to this room, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check, especially that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions, and I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? No. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room.
It's all clear now.
What?
Just get.
We already know how that went.
I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key.
Alright.
Hey, Togany! Hey, Togany? Oh, no, that's not, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it.
What?
Then come on, let's go!
Let's go, boy! We can even make out in the corner if you want to.
Ayo!
Will you go with me? I mean, hey, he might be fruity, we don't know.
Goodbye.
Look at me, you bitch. I need to get in that room.
Come back later, huh? Okay. In the meantime, I'll look at something else. Let me check something.
Can't we just like hit lock it?
Okay, I had to look up where the fragment came from because I have no idea, and I don't think you guys would have realized where it came from either.
It's in the gym. No, there. That's the new one. No, go back, go back.
I can't teleport in there. I have to figure out how to get there. We'll do this.
To where, the gym?
The explanation, that's the new one.
Yep. Because you know what that kind of looks like?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize it till I looked it up. Oh, they took it away.
Oh.
On the floor, but I figured out it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh.
It's the bomb.
Oh, it's the bomb fragments. Okay, did not get that.
The bomb was moved.
Who would have moved the bomb though?
Monokuma, probably.
No, yeah, true. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. They're the bomb! Oh, I probably wouldn't have guessed it if it was the bomb because it was brown. It was brown now, and the bomb was black before.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't have guessed it was the bomb.
I forgot what the bomb looked like. Alright, let's teleport back up to the garden.
Back to the garden where we do gardening. I couldn't think of a song that has the word garden in it, so I just made one up. You think you can go soon?
Very well. Let's go.
Ah, wait for me! Togami walked off without a second glance, so I chased after him. I chased after him so I could make out with him in a corner! Like a creepy boy. I kinda look at myself, I need to ask Togami. It's like, Togami!
Hold on. Here we go.
Togami took everything.
It's open.
Okay. Let's take it. Thanks, man! Let's go! Let me in, please! Oh, her room's so cute! It's very
Put it
pink.
on. All our rooms are
Put it
pink.
on. So, this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a wooden block decoration.
What?
I don't know. But I have a feeling it's important.
Yeah, probably. I think it's probably a key. Oh. The lockers are those traditional public bathhouses use them for the lockers. Oh, it could be a locker in the bath, the house bit, you know.
It's
It's hard to
certainly
put so
possible.
like that.
Hmm.
Really? What?
Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to.
Oh, in the dojo.
The lockers! The lockers on the wall by the sword thing.
Such
Oh.
ignorance.
Maybe her desk?
I can't.
Drawers?
Can't.
Oh. There's a bathroom to my house, kind of my bed, not look inside.
He doesn't want to look inside because he thinks he's gonna see her bra.
What?
Alright, so what is it? Okay, right here. Something I found something kind of clear here.
Come on.
That's why you made me take my time when I was
Sorry.
poking around and thinking about hot shit.
More concrete. Oh, I know.
It's true.
Oh yeah, the letter.
They can't be certain
But
if
nothing
that.
happened to her.
Well, they don't know that.
They were just opening this letter for no reason.
Well, they don't know that.
I'm sure. Yeah, true. I found it. What was it? Cliffy gave it to me. She said if anything happened, I should open it.
Remember, not everybody's as smart as we are.
Interesting.
True. Okay. Well, we're not really smart either, but you know. So was a single piece of paper.
Under the sheets.
Under the
What?
sheets. Whoa! She wanted to get freaky under the sheets with us.
Hey, yo.
What could it be? Okay, under the sheets, under the sheets, where it is going to get wetter, under the sheets. What's this? A covered piece of paper. Mature sex female, class 78, strategy, student registry. Muriko Ikusaba.
I see.
Interesting.
Smart.
Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she was snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. It's a key and a blank. That's it.
The
A
registry.
key and profile.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without a meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and looked down at the profile sheet. Name: Miko of sex, female.
The
The
ultimate
ultimate
soldier?
soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable.
Every weapon type.
She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of the young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets.
Here's a question for you. If she was soldier trained from a young age and picked up every weapon form imaginable, being good at it, do you really think she was kidnapped?
No, like, do you think she's really dumb enough to let herself get kidnapped? An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as
Fenrir.
For 3 years. Oh, Fenrir? Oh, for 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she'd received battle training of her own violation.
Volition, yes.
Sorry, not violation. Yeah, sorry. However, she never revealed that she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like there's one non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There is no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I was seeing things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this.
Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering.
This is all part of the world totally removed from the one I live in.
I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! We're caught in 4K!
Hey.
Run!
What? What?
Eat it! Eat it! Just eat it!
Hey, come on now.
Okay then. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that's true. That's true. He just said we couldn't break in, but if the lock was already broken, she could take whatever resources she found.
Exactly, but how did she...
Were you? Oh yeah, you weren't here. So what happened was Sakura broke the lock before she died, so they could go in and explore.
She could have broken the lock to some other rooms as well.
But Monokuma already replaced the doorknob by the time we checked, so.
Mm.
Can't make it broke the bars of busted in the headmaster's rooms. Ew. Ew.
Excuse me?
Our rule violation is really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
The proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well.
Of course.
Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Oh, no, kinda.
That's fair. He's got a good point.
That's fair. That's actually pretty fair, you know?
In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting.
It's all about one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game.
Well, he's not technically wrong.
Really?
He's not technically
he's
wrong.
He's not technically wrong, yeah, because you did say there was 16 people who were meant to be in the thing.
Mm-hmm. And if Mukuro already posed as Junko and got murdered twice, who do you... Don't you think the real Junko is out there?
Yeah, definitely.
And if she was supposed to be one of them, technically, this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever actually told you how many.
He did.
He
He did. He said at the beginning.
Hmm.
He did at the beginning. That there
He
was
said
meant to be
15.
16, 'cause that's
No.
why there was a missing check. There was one in the test.
Hey.
No, because when he said something about the... No, because he said 15, right? Because he said that the extra chair was just for decoration.
I swear he said it was because there was meant to be an extra person there, but they didn't get there or something. Oh god. From a
In
certain
other
understanding,
words-
are you saying?
Yes, indeed.
The total number of the participants taking in the killing game was actually 16.
Yeah. It's 16 every game, I believe.
Mm-hmm. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student,
Hidden somewhere in this school.
the one
We called the ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
She's part of school life, so that means making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Why are you telling us this?
Hmm.
Oh, well, because. Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want everyone to wake up in a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Sorry, I keep burping. Oh,
Well now.
and hiccups. Great.
Okay, that's all for now. Actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back at sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
I think that's a stupid girl day in day out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't tell anyone who told you, but she wasn't to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she didn't want anyone to see.
Oh.
Okay,
Why
so
would you share that? That's just cruel.
because he's Monokuma,
He's just a
Fuck
bitch.
you, Monokuma.
I will say this. I don't remember if she tells you or shows you or not, but she actually wears them because her hands are like severely burnt. And I don't know if you've ever seen anybody when they've been in a house fire, how that kind of like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
she that's what is on her hands. I don't know,
Okay.
I don't remember why, but I remember that. Because she
What?
shows you in the anime, and that's not pretty.
Okay.
Okay, now, that's all you get.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow. Monokuma's account has been added to the truthful.
Okay, I wear those gloves because they're just scars.
Okay, she does show you.
Okay, cool. Wait, so the back of her hand.
That can't be her.
Yeah. Wait, but no. Well, like Miss said there were scars, right? That's why Kyoko was supposed to hide the scars. Which means
So isn't so it's somewhere
those
else.
fake nails on the corpse.
Thinking about Kyoko again.
What?
Thinking about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap.
His trap?
Such
God must have really
ignorance.
hated you to make you so dull.
Oh, well, fuck
Don't
you
you
then,
remember what
bitch.
Monokuma just told us?
He said that there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student in this.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules to the game. Why would he tell us that? And why now? Who said
Because she's dead.
Who said Makura was the one making the rules?
True. He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any
Matter of fact, he said he
complaints.
proves that Makura is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16 student. He needs to
Because
make our
she's dead,
investigation
that's
fair.
why, you stupid bitch. Makura's related to case. Yeah, she's a
It's
dead
certainly
body. There you go.
possible.
I will say though, when she was posing as Junko, you couldn't see the tattoos. She probably covered it up.
Yeah, with makeup or something?
Yeah.
Not to mention also the scars, but Kagami is taking this such the wrong way.
Yeah.
Makura is the killer? He killed Kyoko?
Y'all Togami, for somebody so smart, you are so dumb.
Was that?
Exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my
It's
mind.
all clear now.
Ikusawa is the culprit. She said
Huh? What makes you say that?
that Mukuro, without despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? Because the mastermind isn't Mukuro!
You dumb bitch!
So in other
That's a
words,
good point.
Here, I'll give you a. In the anime, I know they were portrayed as sisters, Junko and Mukuro. However, they weren't actually sisters, and Mukuro was in love with Junko.
Oh.
I mean, like, obsessive.
So on.
No.
I don't find creepy love kind of attractive because, you know, kind of it means that they truly deeply care about you enough to be obsessed with you.
Point is, Junko could
Anyways.
tell Mukuro to do something, and Mukuro would do it.
Yeah.
Including dying
Killings.
or faking being Junko herself.
True. True.
So if she thought her sacrifice was necessary to get Junko to like her, you don't think she'd opt to kill herself? Makes more sense than assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit.
So that's the trap. They want to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion.
That's what makes sense to me. Yeah, Togami, this case
Wow,
doesn't
really?
make sense, okay?
The way you say that, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Makuro isn't the killer, then who is?
Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find
I
that.
should find out if that key and the dojo really are
Let's
connected.
go.
Well, are you coming?
No. I'll be coming on you though. So,
Or maybe it was the lockers that we saw were these lockers.
oh yeah, maybe. Number 6.
Yeah, it would make sense because the lockers in the
Well, it's just like the traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kiko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I
Oh
see.
my god, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
It's the only
Yes.
one that doesn't have a key in it at the current moment.
Oh, it does. And a key in it.
You understand what that means, right?
I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it.
Honestly, that's so fucking stupid. Like, fucking just shove the key in there and get over with it. I took the key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock.
I did not realize fucking 6 on it either.
Yeah, true.
Where is it?
There are hours in here. It looks like there's 10 hours.
Look at the bottom.
Oh! Aren't those the arrows that punctured?
No. No, tight.
No,
There's some on the
those are
bottom.
spears. So maybe
What is on the bottom? The answer is what we need.
Is it panties on the bottom thing? What is that on the bottom?
It's a wadded up ball of duct tape.
Why did I think it was underwear?
I see.
Is that bloodstain? If it
Yeah,
is,
that
actually
means
means
it's
it's
surely be
really
related.
rare to be case. But that's probably really significant, but how could it possibly be that? I think that's all that the lock has offer. Why did I think the duct tape was like underwear? Is something wrong?
Very
It's
strange.
very odd, don't you think? Locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker end up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps...
Hmm.
Forget it.
Check it out.
Come on, we need to continue to the next location.
Huh? What's the next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir.
Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Makura was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that?
Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something?
Wow.
Research. Are you talking about the archives? That's right.
Let's
That's
go.
right.
Oh, I have so much time for the travel kids. So let's hurry.
Let's go. Let's go to the beach. Each look, let's get away.
I believe there was a
That's
file
all.
related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
Trigger seemed to know about the archive at the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf at the back.
Oh, here we go.
He quickly turned with the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this.
Well, not just say, but what language it says, but what language is this?
How'd you make it all the way to high school without learning to read a single word of French?
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French.
Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over.
Fuck off. 100 times over, isn't that a bit extreme?
Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. Direct combat!
Mm-hmm.
What did Junko do? Well,
Fight.
Junko. She stepped on Monokuma's face.
Mm-hmm.
That's direct combat.
I know.
Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity.
Mm-hmm.
At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe that there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it?
Oh, this all sounds like some kind of alternate reality.
Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Our battlefields aren't much different from lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting.
Exciting definitely isn't what I would use.
So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir.
Now that you mention it, the report said something about the name Fenrir comes from, right?
That's right. It said Fenrir was the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which,
Why
would
is
you like to know
Ragnarok
something
never fucking get him?
interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins that squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
It just so happened. It just so happens that I found a tattoo of such.
What? It so happens that we know someone with a tattoo of a Fenrir on them. They got a tattoo of a Fenrir? Could that mean?
Hmm? It's trial time, boys! It's already almost been an hour and a half of investigating.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Is that
See you later.
tomato juice or red wine?
Then the time has come.
All we can do now is try and uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go.
Will we meet Kayoko there? That's the question.
Who knows?
Kayoko! Nope.
No, she doesn't seem to be there. Whoa. Toga Moko said
The heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out at this point?
High enough you guys to go off together? Just the two of you?
We were
Toko.
making out in the background, it's fine.
Us?
Hey.
Yeah,
Or
they
you
were
just walking
making
up
out in the
and like,
background,
you
it's fine.
fancy of yourself.
What?
Stop talking about yourselves. He'll be here any second.
3, 2, 1.
Any second.
3,
You could show up anytime.
2, 1.
What I imagined what was gonna happen, I
Talking
really
about-
prepared myself. But he never came. We stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for the weird to happen. But then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
Because we've not got everybody in the room. We
Could
don't have
it
Kyoko.
be?
Maybe he died again.
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or? Oh,
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus.
Did I scare you?
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive so we can't start till everyone's here. Now can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Are we?
Are we though? Yeah,
Sorry.
Kyoko's missing.
You're wrong. But I've been waiting for 10 minutes, so it's okay if I punish the ones making us wait after all the wait, right? We all agree it's a violation of our range of punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here.
Yeah, she's back. When I heard that voice, we all spun to turn and look around.
I'm here, and no rule has been broken.
Kyoko!
Look, are you still alive? Oh my
No,
god.
That's the ghost.
The ghost!
Stop talking!
If you want to fight, do it at the class.
Do the class trial. You need to save some time of the phone for later, right?
What?
It is okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. I'll also your butts onto the elevator. I'll just be one step ahead of you.
When Monica was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with the ghost. I told you, stop talking!
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
Without ever looking at Kyoko, Togami stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
the second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
Then when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to cover the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I?
So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor,
But
of
if
the
you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found
Wrong.
goes to.
actually, to be precise, not quite.
in other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What? Oh, so that's what
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto.
I can go over the details after we get through that trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is say
Okay.
oh, English.
for her. That's a strange way to put it. The crash trial is important to everyone, right? So why would it be a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if
She
that's
probably
all.
found something. Feeling unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? No,
Probably not
probably
on
not.
the rail though.
Being late, last time I stepped into the elevator. And the door stayed shut.
Wow. It feels really empty.
Hina's just standing right next to the button. Like, she's staring at the fucking wall. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. And after a massive period of time, the doors opened without a warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was a blinding light of despair.
Funky classroom.
Wait! I can't wait!
This is a different class shower. Why is it so
I think it's
vibrant?
been ever since we
They've
got
all been
together
changing.
like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have.
Chills! Chills!
Let's get on with the show.
chills!
And so the curtains opened for the first time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly clash trial.
Yes, let us save.
Yes, please save.
We wouldn't want anything bad happening.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let me sit
You better hope
crisscross.
you're recording for this,
Let's
girl.
begin with
I
a
am. I
basic
made sure.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine if you can fit an aisle punch. Okay,
Well then,
Why
let's
is
discuss
our
the
classroom
specifics of the
different
victim.
Mostly he says the same thing every time, so.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is. It's Kyoko.
You don't have to
There's
talk.
no
You
other
don't have to talk,
explanation.
Stitch. They talk to it. Bro.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Yeah, bro.
No, that's a ghost.
What? Shut your bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
That's
She
what
has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because
They do
it's
realize
like
ghosts
the
can have
latest
liver.
evolution in ghost technology. There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
I mean, it's obviously
Her
just kind of
traits?
standing there, but alright.
I mean, yeah.
Gloves.
Kyoko's gloves.
I got it! I'm
I got
talking
it!
about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
What should it be?
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Because we're the only two who know, so.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Unfortunately, yes.
In fact, Monokuma told me.
Sadly.
Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Hmm.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
How
Oh, God.
how can you prove it even without her taking off her gloves?
Let me show step two. Take her gloves. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say take her gloves off. Could just be like, hey, do you have scars in your hands, girl?
Fake nails.
Hmm.
So yeah, fake nails because you can't.
That
What's actually
Kyoko there is
and
just a ghost.
Impossible. Uncomfortable.
Okay, then prove it. Prove
Don't
she's
actually know
not a
that.
ghost.
Nobody needs to know the information. Okay?
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I mean, that's true.
They got burnt up in the
Mhm.
explosion.
Then she was wearing
Oh, ghost,
gloves before
interesting.
the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
No.
is absolutely Kyoko. This entire
it's not.
discussion is idiotic.
Actually, you might be right about the fake nails.
Exactly. If you think about it, you can't wear fake nails and gloves.
Okay,
I mean, if they're small enough, you can, but
they got burnt up in the
Yeah, you
explosion.
can.
Then she
I
was
Those are
wearing
long
gloves
nails.
before the-
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Damn
is
it!
absolutely
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I hate these things sometimes.
That
Yeah.
Okay, then prove
The dead body was.
they got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
God
is
damn it!
This entire discussion is idiotic. That
Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body was.
they got burnt up!
Then she was wearing gloves before the
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No,
There we go. No, that's wrong.
I thought he was right.
there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides,
They are a
Kyoko
pain,
wears
but you
gloves
can
to
do
hide
it.
her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
No, we're not.
You could have fucking
Anyone
moved.
doesn't know women,
yourself.
it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
I love
These
Pina for that.
gloves
She's
were
true.
custom
She's so
made
funny.
to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Even though I don't feel like we shouldn't have had to,
Okay.
establish that anyway. But
It
okay.
should have been obvious since she's
Yeah, you're
standing
just
right
standing right
here.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that
Mukuro Ikosaba, the 16th student hidden somewhere within the school.
Said, you're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
All right, let's get going, boys.
Let's do this.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Sprinklers.
No, probably the tattoos on my
Kyoko
hand.
really is still alive.
Oh my
Then
god.
who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
That's true.
And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Yes.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else
Damn
we
it.
can do.
Right?
I hate the spinny ones.
If Kyoko really... Then who died?
There's gotta be I don't think so.
And there wasn't any description in the...
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Gotcha.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's mine.
I told you you'd be quoting it.
I know.
There
I
was
know.
one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
You're lying. You'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Toko, what the fuck?
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta
What
see.
the fuck?
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Henry.
I got it!
I
The
got it.
Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
When she shows her hand for some reason. The image that represents Spinner is a fox. Not a fox, a dog.
Hangman's Gambit. Yay.
That's horrible.
Now I understand.
Do you understand what? I don't think you do.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir,
What's your
the
name?
Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
Yep.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
You know one of Mukuro's other names?
The Ultimate Soldier.
No, no, no. It's not one I've told you.
No.
One of her other names is Despair Sister.
Oh yeah, it was
What did I just say earlier?
that Junko and are both like, technically sisters, even though apparently they're meant to be like one of them obsessed with them. So
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually
Well,
when there's a scene where an
honey.
important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
sorry to break it to you, hun, but she's here the whole time.
Also, what soldier do you know wear fake nails?
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Rude.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
Nope.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
See, I can tell you a big old hint, and you're gonna understand why Kirigiri is so adamant about this. That's the question, though. Do you want the spoiler?
Fuck yeah.
All right. If you don't want spoilers, skip ahead 20 seconds. So the headmaster's name is Jin Kirigiri.
Oh
The
my
headmaster
God.
is her father.
Oh. Okay.
Well, she never dies.
But how can
if
we
you
trust
skip
that?
by, this is the
We
part
already
where
know
you
your
don't have the
information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
She's right.
Okay.
you're right.
We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please
Monica,
limit our future
kindly shut the
parental
fuck up,
chitter
please. No one
and
cares.
chit-chat as much.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Oh.
Oh.
I
He's
have
serious.
officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, the reason we're having a class trial, hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is
Why
that
you
both the
pushing it,
victim
Bishop?
and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been
No.
hiding all
No,
along!
bro.
Nope.
Fuck up. You're just
There were
stupid.
only 6.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of
Technically,
yourself.
isn't one
We've
human a
already
killer?
narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the
Me.
evidence points to?
Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it
Okay,
down
that's-
to Kyoko and me, right?
Unfortunately, this class trial does not go well.
Why do you say that?
Allow me
Oh,
to
someone's gonna die.
explain.
Well, not necessarily.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden,
Does-
so I can
does-
confirm
I was gonna say, it's
that
one
at
killer
that
just gonna get
point,
killed or
there
something.
was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
I guess that's a fair assumption.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
Yeah.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
I hate to clear this case from what happened.
Damn it, I can't understand, so I might have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yes.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, no need to be about it.
We can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Must have happened before 10 a.m. and
can
after
say
9
the time frame for the murder was
After 10 p.m.
The body?
Then before 9 a.m.
But what time did we find the body?
9
The one who
a.m.
saw the body first was Toko, right? When she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
9 in the morning.
Or so you think.
For me,
anyway,
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10
o'clock. I was asleep all day, bro.
But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around
7:30.
Oh, yeah, right around 7:30.
Told ya.
I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Which is fair, I guess.
That's a good 9 hours, too. We're having between 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. and everything, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can provide an alibi for that period,
Tell them what happened and us.
then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I need to make it clear what happens to when the body ended up in the ground. Fucking hell, I can't fucking read.
Alright, what are we gonna use? What's on a time system?
Sprinklers. Yummy.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's also correct.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Yes.
Oh, maybe not that one.
That's the wrong one, girl.
Shoot!
We'll skip ahead. We'll make
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And
yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Probably have to say 10 o'clock at night or something.
Maybe.
Just try it the thing.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
There you
How
go.
dare you spew such
Ew, that's
words?
gross.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean?
Why was the body wet?
Denying the sprinkler.
Because
Are
they
you
threw water
trying
at
to
it when
deny
it was on
my
fire.
entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
You're fine, I'm better than butter.
Oh boy, it's time. All right, focus.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! How can you say
This should prove it.
I did it! Dude, that went so much better than all the other times.
Alright.
I think I've gotten the hang of it.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion,
Get the game, I'm
and
gonna
you'll
have to
see
get the
why
hang
it
of it.
wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Same.
Let's just move on.
Move
The
on.
reason only the top half was wet was because
I feel water on it.
I'll try that again.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the
Thank you,
sprinklers
Captain
didn't
Obvious.
get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last
Now they're gonna
night
blame
to
Kyoko.
7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Thanks.
I'd be
In
procrastinating.
which case, the only one left without an alibi is
Don't be a
Kyoko.
bitch.
Do you remember why she said she wasn't there?
Because she was on the second floor of the dorms.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Yeah, she knows more than we do.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you
I was gonna say
saying
something, but I
you're
just
not
remembered
the
that
culprit?
was a big spoiler.
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill
I can't
anyone.
really say that.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Mm-hmm.
A trap?
And what's the trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Blame
Stop
me?
wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna
The
work?
trap is that they've reused the dead body.
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Could be a possibility.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
This is where you're wrong.
I'm not the only one without an alibi.
Oh.
Makoto's explanation is still
Wow!
insufficient.
Thanks!
Huh?
Thanks, bitch. That's
The
what you had a crack
sprinklers
on me.
didn't
Now you
get the
fucking
body
murdered
wet.
first. I
But
know
that
you.
doesn't mean the
you
murder
bitch ass. I
happened
don't
when
care.
you said it did.
What are you?
Actually, she's got a point.
Because you see,
True,
there
true,
is
true,
a
true,
way
true.
the body could have avoided getting wet.
If the murder occurred,
Interesting.
Yeah.
said it did.
I wonder
I'm
what
listening.
happened.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh yes, and what could have kept it going, not from getting wet? I wonder. Definitely not a tart. Huh?
I got it. You're talking about
I
the
sound so
tarp,
disappointed. I'm so
aren't
done
you?
with this. I'm
catch
tired of
on
that
quick.
bullshit.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
I will say this.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
Kyoko and Kirigiri are...
Only one
yes,
side of the
Kyoko
tarp
and
got
Kirigiri.
dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Kyoko and Togami are both
The side
the
that faced
antagonists.
down over the
They
body,
piss us
meanwhile,
off to make us
kept
do better.
perfectly clean.
Mm.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Yeah, but he definitely wants to make out with both of them. Like he is.
But
Oh,
why
definitely.
go to all that
Definitely.
effort just to keep
Yeah.
the body from
By
getting wet.
bisexual king he is, you know, wanting both of them at the same time, you know.
Most
Yeah,
likely
absolutely.
so they could cloud the issue of
Like, who
when
wouldn't?
the murder
For real.
actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave
Thanks
us.
for throwing me under the bus, though.
Why would Kyoko say that? I don't know. Why would she want me to be like, I was the killer? Because she didn't want to be fucking killed, you dumb bitch. No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp.
Mm-hmm.
If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the body.
Wait, something's not right.
And what
One
might
side
that
of
be?
the tarp was clean, and the other was muddy. If I don't understand, everyone's gonna think I'm the murderer.
This is gonna be so about the duct tape with blood on.
Yeah, true. I have to rescue things.
Alright, what are we gonna use, boys?
Body before explosion.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Yeah.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it is, but so...
Shoot!
Sorry, my logic is like...
Your brain just stopped, didn't it?
I had an eyelash in my eye and it distracted
So
me.
the reason that
It's because the sprinkler got that side wet.
but the underside, it was totally
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, technically it's right, but at the same time...
Actually,
Not really.
one side being clean is pretty strange if you
It
think about
is.
it.
There was blood on the body. You'd think that the blood on the body would be
Because
on
the
the
blood
tarp.
wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Yeah.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
So that means they could have had to
Well,
tarp
maybe
it on
the
the body when
culprit
there was
washed
no blood on
it,
it.
so
when it was
nobody
already
would know
dead
they'd used it.
beforehand, and then they put blood on it afterwards.
If they had, they
And
would
then
have
stab
washed
them.
both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, What if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
The blood was camouflage. Girl, what are you talking about?
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
See, I told you! Y'all don't believe
Someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Well,
I
that's crazy.
know.
Where the fuck
They
you
could have
think?
grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
There you go. He's actually using his brain for
That's what
once.
Hifumi did, right?
For
When he
real!
pretended
Like,
to
I
be
didn't know he
dead?
had that in him.
Wow.
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh, okay.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Or from the monster. Or from, the chicken!
The chicken!
The chicken!
Oh, Mom.
I got it!
Where's the chicken?
Could it have been...
Why would they kill the
Chicken
chicken?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop
Yep.
before the murder,
5 chickens.
there were
Five
5 chickens.
Okay.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
That doesn't explain where this dead chicken is.
So
Maybe you gave
you're
it to the
saying
plant.
Someone
Yeah, I
killed
was gonna
a
say, they
chicken
probably threw it at
and
the
then
plant.
covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing
is
a living
true.
thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Girl.
You know your priorities
I think
wrong.
the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
Makes sense.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
True.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
Oh, what's that?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
True.
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No.
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
It looks like I've been thrown over her.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Yes.
Nope.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
But they also had to
Maybe.
grab the ball
But still,
from the gym.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh,
Theoretically,
no.
yeah.
I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Nope.
that's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
How do you think this trial's gonna go?
They're gonna blame him. Everybody dies.
She's trying to entrap you for a reason.
Because she doesn't want to get...
Well, not just that. There's another reason.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
She wants to get revenge.
No. Why would she need
Makoto's
revenge on
alibi
us? We
is
haven't
no
done
good,
anything to her.
So once again, our suspects are him and
Oh, yeah,
Kyoko.
true.
Besides, she's the one who gave us the
man.
info about
Which one of them
Mukuro.
did it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50
Maybe
odds.
he wants Monokuma to be like, no, I did it, bro.
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Wow,
You know
shut the
that
fuck up,
knife
your
we
head.
found
Shut
all
the fuck up.
black and burnt?
It didn't have any blood on it.
The one we found stuck in the body
Really
before
stabbed.
it exploded.
They're gonna say it
right?
came from my room. How much you want to bet?
Yeah.
According to the
wow.
Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front
Ooh.
to back.
If she was alive, that would have sucked.
So,
If she was alive, that would have.
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
No, you haven't.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just
No.
remembered.
I trusted it to him.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh, you give it to him.
There's
You
no
don't
blood
seem
on it.
surprised. You must have noticed
There's
earlier.
no blood on it, you stupid.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just
I can be sure of what happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious. And the knife we found stuck in the body came from Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Boy, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Considering everything up to now, after prove I didn't murder anyone, I'm not a killer.
Clear your fucking facts.
I
What
think if he's not
happened?
a killer, instead of he's not saying he isn't a killer, like he would kill in the future.
Let's listen to what we have first.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yes.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
just because I had the
Possibility.
knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No.
So there's no question. You
Getting
took
stabbed
that
didn't
knife
hurt.
of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Exploded body analysis, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. But it definitely wasn't a knife like
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to...
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that...
That seals it.
Look, just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, it might have been a different bullet then. It's definitely not that.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
I'm gonna try this.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Just because I had that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what...
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody... In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine.
They were already
So what?
dead before that.
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
But then wouldn't there be blood on the knife?
Oh, maybe not.
Shoot!
We have 1.5 hours left, girl. Come on.
Maybe this one?
Yeah,
No?
maybe.
Shoot!
What is it then?
Oh, the Monokuma file, wouldn't it? Made of Monokuma file because you said
Yeah, because
that there was multiple stab wounds in the body before.
Yeah,
The
yep,
Monokuma file
multiple
clearly
wounds.
states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Why are we so stupid sometimes?
And the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
The multiple wounds she already had in her
Exploding
body,
the
or the
body
explosion.
afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
The bomb. Yes.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
But there's multiple wounds in the body, so...
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Yeah.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Right.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
There was more, girl.
I didn't mean to click it. I was trying to get rid of the thing.
Then shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal
I was trying to click
injury has
these.
yet to be.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't...
Then there's only one other
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
I mean,
body.
yeah.
Shoot!
Okay, what am I... Okay, I need to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. Okay. So what are we missing
The
here?
whole entire trial, or just the whole entire shooting game?
Just the shooting game.
Is this?
Oh, thank God.
I
I
refuse
don't want
to
to
give
have
up
to go through the
yet.
whole thing again.
Okay. So maybe we need to take out the countless. Maybe we need to take Togami's countless wounds
Maybe.
and use it against Yasuhiro's. It had to be the back of her head. We can try it.
Then shall
Maybe.
we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
There we go.
We're turning
Then
these.
shall we continue the debate?
the victim's fatal
Injury had.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh wait.
I guess.
Well,
yeah. She was.
I have an idea.
Then there's only one other.
Oh yeah.
that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Then shall we continue
The debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to.
No,
There we go.
it's wrong.
I got the idea when I was listening to what Makoto said at the end.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Did she? Did she really?
No.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
They did.
Bless you.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Yes. That's true.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Yes, they do.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal.
But we didn't find anything.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Because
How
it
is
was
that even
on the pickaxe.
possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Where's
No,
the
because
proof?
it said a metal pipe and the handle
No
is made of wood.
way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Thank you, Toka.
That and also what I said was.
wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh my God. Okay.
No thanks.
Creepy.
I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Do we?
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Tell him, Naegi. I don't know.
Probably the arrows then, I guess.
Maybe this? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the arrow. I did say the arrows, girl.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
Well, titanium arrows would be
That's what
kind of
killed her.
heavy.
I mean, yeah. Like titanium? But those
And
we
that
really have to
something
shoot out of.
was
How would you
the
shoot a titanium
arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
But there's no blood on it.
True.
Arrow. That's what the
But that
culprit
is
attacked
blood on the
Mukuro
duct
with?
tape, so they could have duct taped.
Indeed.
Ah, that's
There's
true.
no doubt about it.
Yeah, I didn't think
Are
about
you
that.
sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no
Calm
right.
down.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I feel like Togo would hate me because I would be trying to steal her man if I was in this world. Let's be real. No, I'm coming for Togo. I'm just saying.
What's it gonna be?
Right, let's
titanium
look at the whole thing
arrow.
first.
It was in the dojo locker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt
Yes.
that was the murder weapon.
Are
Maybe.
you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
I mean, yeah, the
To
duct tape could
Master.
have made it a bit thicker, couldn't it?
You have no right!
If you taped a bunch of them together.
Yeah.
The titanium
Maybe
arrow. It was in the dojo locker. I have no doubt
maybe we
that
put it
was a
as
murder
the
weapon.
thin
You
one?
sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the it said the weapon must have been about as thick as it seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Oh, I missed.
Talking back to
Master, you have no right!
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe.
Why?
Right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
I missed it again?
talking back to Master.
You have no right!
How?
Shoot it a little bit lower. Maybe you shoot it a little bit lower.
The
than
titanium,
we
it was
were
in the
doing
dojo.
before.
I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as. It seems
For the
like an
monster,
arrow
again.
would just be.
There we go.
There we go.
That's wrong.
How what?
I'm on my second monster.
Are we trying to finish the game tonight?
Just the one arrow would have been too weak.
We only have one more
We
chapter
will
after
try to
this.
The killer
Game
used
tonight.
another weapon.
I'm sure we do only have one more chapter.
Another weapon?
We will finish the game tonight, and I will run off monster. and
Inside the
text you
dojo
back.
locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
I'm
Yep.
not calling
Covered in
this a-
blood.
Yeah, I'm-
The
You're like,
killer
I'm
probably
figuring out this
uses
mystery,
duct tape
damn
to
it.
bind multiple arrows together.
I mean, I don't drink caffeine. I'm
Bundling
running
them
on
together
pure, like,
using the
adrenaline
duct
right
tape
now. Let's
would
go.
easily create
Hold
a
on,
single
okay.
weapon as thick as a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway,
Yeah, were you really
explains the murder
listening?
weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
That's a lie. I found you in the dojo.
lying.
You absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Well, one, we went into the dojo while she was there, for one. Two, she also had the key
What's the
in her
matter?
room.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
The key to the locker.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Well, he wants to
No,
make out with her, so yeah.
It's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Gay. What does he mean? She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Is it though?
Wait.
Is it?
I'm
Yeah,
warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. If he had her room key, she wouldn't have been able to access those fucking arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, it's gonna be the fucking... No, there's only one bullet, but...
I might have to absorb
Those
something.
words you just spoke.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
I believe that.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Well, yes, he would, though.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
Do I need to shoot hers or his?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Well, let me listen one more time.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong.
There's proof. Yeah, there is.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Remember?
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Which he still has.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Those are clear, but this isn't like her trying to save herself, which is such a just lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was that deeper meaning behind what Kyoko said earlier? The mastermind's trap. The mastermind's trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mikuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. What do I do? I have to decide right here now whether I.
What do you want to? It's your choice. What do you want to do?
Pursue the lie. Pursue the lie. Go for it.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you, so let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Let's go. Do you remember her account? I can pull it up if you need.
Oh god. Panic. Taking over a secret tour which grants access to any room in the school to secret the same 4 dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras. Cool.
I didn't have the key to my room.
Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
That's true.
There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Oh, okay, very true.
No, it's not.
That's wrong.
Second floor dorms. The place where we sleep. She could have gotten into her room.
Wait, I thought we were on the floor.
Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
Oh.
You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Open any lock in the school.
Oh my god. Which means she also used it to unlock our door.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing—
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. And I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished!
But that's ridiculous!
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out! So then, it's time for... But I guess we already know who the blackened is!
Well, it's you, Monokuma, but everybody's gonna vote her because of her weird alibi, even though technically it's a dead body that was reused.
Oh.
But the thing is, they don't know it's a body that was reused because they think it's just the same person, a different person. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's definitely something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I've prepared a very special... Let's give it every...
Now, question, did you make the right choice?
Probably not. What's the punishment set out for her? Why is she sitting in the classroom?
You have made the wrong choice.
Oh, okay, great, fuck.
But I thought I'd let you learn your lesson.
Wouldn't she die at the end anyway? Can we pick the other option? No, probably not, okay.
Yeah, this is the ending that you get if you let Kyoko die.
They had kids with each other, and
they didn't have many other options.
Why is he wearing? I like how he's wearing a shirt. Oh, with a picture of her. What happened to
No, that's just a
the
photo
girl?
frame. But yeah.
Yeah, but why does he have
Poor
photo?
Asahina.
My first doesn't think we had a hope. No,
this isn't right.
There you go.
Hmm.
And he went back.
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Oh, so it's like a whole thing. It's like a whole what if situation type thing. Then. Okay. Okay.
So, what will you do this time?
Not tell anybody. Not give a fuck. I guess let it go. I don't really think if we run away, I think we just get killed ourselves.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was
Well, why
someone
did
else.
they catch Kogo at the end anyway? The girl with glasses.
I guess she just died. I don't know.
But who else could it
I
have
guess they
been?
also have kids. Like they all have kids with the one girl that's there.
Poor Asahina
That's
just.
weird.
I mean,
Like
Hina
Hina
had a
just got
room
all
key,
three
right?
men on her.
What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
We have to take the L for Kyoko.
Yeah, we have to take the L.
No, we have to take the blame, like literally.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
The room's different, true, isn't it? Than the normal
who
room.
didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be—
Okay, time's up!
Why should anyone try to say that? I'm gonna come for you, you fat fucking bitch.
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
God, that's a Nagito pose if I've ever seen one. No, you'll understand when we start playing the second game. Yeah, that is a Nagito pose.
What do you mean time's up?
Oh god.
There's no time's up. Since when have we—
It's because you were late! So we had to push back the start time! So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
And that's how you know we picked the right ending.
Yep. It was cool to see the other ending, though, to be fair, honestly. You know?
Now, who will be chosen as the—
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Unfortunately.
Us. Oh, his is in color, which is kind of funny.
Well, the other ones that aren't in color are just dead.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot the other ones are showing color. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong, I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job. I got it right? Excuse me. No, I know that's not true. What? Don't you be playing with us. I swear to God. None of this makes sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey! Shing!
Same as always, just like any other class trials, and I'm gonna end at the sign.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
Where do I—
Wait, why do I—
She doesn't look right.
Okay.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Yeah, you kind of pushed the blame on me. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. You wanted us to get
Let's
killed, you
give
dumb
it
bitch.
everything we've—
You know what's kind of funny?
Oh, well, what?
Watch.
Oh god, I want to know what Makoto's stuff is. Let's go see it.
Look familiar?
The same exact punishment.
It's the exact same punishment.
Why would Kyoko's punishment be the one for the ultimate lucky student? I mean, I know they don't know what she is, but it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he's the ultimate lucky student, so that means he'd have something unlucky happen to him when he meets his death, so I don't know.
If he's the ultimate lucky student, what do you think's gonna happen?
He would die.
He won't die.
And if he doesn't die, what do you think is gonna happen?
Everybody else dies?
No. There's something very specific. Has to do with Monokuma.
Monokuma's gonna get killed or something? I don't know.
That'd be nice, but no.
Yeah, would be nice.
If a punishment doesn't work, what do you think's gonna happen?
Monokuma blames it.
Monokuma's gonna get pissed.
Oh.
Guess what? Alter ego! And shut down. And guess what? Into a pit we go! Whee!
Whee! Monokuma's like, you bitch.
Do we actually even die then?
No, there's probably something at the bottom helping us fall or something.
What's going on?
Was that? Yeah, it had to be.
Oh, it had to be.
Alter ego.
Oh, yeah!
Regardless of that stupid guy who was dependent when he invaded my network. They went all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
Oh, that's why she wanted to pin it on us, so if it would go to him. She was stopping him with alter ego.
Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
What
are you talking like you've already won? Really felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. And I didn't even get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. Waste away in a guard-strewn pit in a way that's even better special punishment. It's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
Boy, why are you laughing at that? Is he gone?
Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell's going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other
Now
words,
it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
You're talking.
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Meanwhile...
The massive high school tower was all over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands out at the center of the entire world. Post-Big Academy. It brings top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope Peak Academy a very fitting name. There are two things you need to attend. There's two things you need to attend the school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at this gate of the ultimate school full of the ultimate students was me. Again. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to have zone count in the middle of the boring classroom.
Does it seem familiar to you?
It's at the very start of the game. What was I doing? I was just asleep here now. It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally.
Hey,
I could finally
look
feel
to the
my
right.
mind and body come back again.
Does that look familiar?
Monokuma. It's the bomb.
Not a bomb.
The rocket, whatever it was. I forgot what it was called. Was it a rocket? Yeah, I thought it was a bomb. It's a rocket though. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was a vast darkened cave with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high across all the air. This might become some of an underground garbage pit. I heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all that too well what happened. Alter Ego had saved me. He used all of his last bit of his strength to do it. So, I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First, I was to start looking for a way out of there. Look at the bomb! That's a rocket and a tank. I'd better not think.
Oh, that is a tank!
I'm sitting down here. Why is there a tank? I don't know there being multiple tanks actually. Is that an airplane? Okay. How does something like that end up in the school's garbage pit? I wonder. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. But if I'm not getting out of it anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food.
Ew.
Ew, you didn't eat old food? There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Ew. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which foods I can drink and which one's all around a bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm being blocked in on all sides. But that's not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep.
A mood.
My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day has been passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What the? The strange pace silent is jarring me awake. Trash! As I watched a pile of garbage still form from an odd shape. Did something fall down over here? Over there? Something fell from up above. What could have it been?
Let's find out.
Did a giant report just fall down here? Yep. I can't shift my hand outwards so it doesn't fall down there with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash. Rude.
Before she emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Oh, not the cup noodles! Let her in!
Awful.
Oh no!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
Like how she's got noodles in her head. I'm glad to hear you get it. Like, you got a bit of garbage in your hair?
Hey.
Firstly, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you. I should not sure about water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way down towards my stomach. Whoa, that really hit the spot. Wow, really? Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going.
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all the fact I can that fact that I can keep going forward is all I'm gonna
Oh, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Give me the draw going.
But Kyoko, would you come rescue me?
So...
Pay debt or no, to atone.
A tone?
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
Well, we did that first, but you know. So you knew I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do.
What?
I made up my mind to come to the Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason.
Mm-hmm. Go tell us what reason you have for coming to Hope Speak Academy.
That's right, at least I did once.
Once?
Until recently, I've forgotten what it was.
You forgot, but that's...
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory, that's impossible.
Had! She said had in past tense.
And now she has reason to know what it is. Maybe. Then it is true. You lost your memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted when I woke up. I was trapped here.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I had noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. That time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine if it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That is why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But what if you say it's true? Why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, I don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind is one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
But Kyoko also trusted us with a lot of stuff.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
Actually, that's the perfect cover, honestly.
True.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's just like a dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I haven't asked you for your help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality.
Oh,
I better talk to Kyoko.
Again?
You said you had a reason for doing all that, investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
Ooh, you mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Does everything not make sense now?
The ultimate detective.
And the reason I came to Hope Speak Academy. There was someone I had to find here in the school.
Oh, I wonder who. You had to find someone.
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy.
The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
See?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child, and it turns out he became the headmaster of Hope Speak.
Kyoko's dad is the Hope Speak's master? Then that explains when Sega told me the whole headmaster was involved.
Huh?
No matter what?
So,
She was going crazy.
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I'd snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and it confirmed my suspicion. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mokuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check, and that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean?
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get the chance soon enough.
It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
Alright, hold on, let me check the recording time. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. We probably should call this one. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already to be notified when I upload. Again, sorry about the last episode. I really don't know what to say about that. I'm sorry. But we're really close to finding out the mystery of the school. And
so close.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.